Yeah, just resiliency. I mean, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't. I mean, there was a lot of ugly moments in it. Shoot. But they just kept fighting and kept staying together. It was just a good team win, where everyone just stayed together, right? And the defense just kept making plays, waiting for the offense to make a play, and we did in some critical times. Devontae and AJ had a huge play that Jalen actually checked to. It was a heck of a check. Jalen just sees some great things out there, and he did a phenomenal job. Got to a little bit of a, I won't get too much into it, but he checked to that, and it ended up being the right call at the right moment. And that's what good quarterbacks do. Quarterbacks, they make 3 or 4 plays that change the game with their mind, right? They got to do a great job throwing the ball, running the show, but they make 3 to 4 checks a game with their mind that can make big differences, and Jalen did that tonight. Yeah, it was. You can call it a go. That's fine. Yeah. There were some miscommunication things that we had that we knew we had to get better at. We were behind the sticks, and so like I said, it was some things that we had to do as coaches to help out putting the guys in positions to make plays. But nobody sets the table and gets everybody on the same page better than Jason Kelsey. Nobody I've ever been around does that. I've been around some really good guys that get everybody in position. But there was some confusion. They created some confusion. That's what, Spags does a great job of that, of creating confusion. And so it was just, looking at some of the things they were doing, getting everybody on the same page, trying to do a better job as coaches, getting them better places to make plays. And Jason and Jalen did a good job of getting everybody on that, everyone together and having a good second half. Yeah, just really good job by our players to, like, when you do some stuff that we did today, you have to cut the defense in half, and so there's a couple really key blocks that have to happen, and so we got a really outstanding offensive line, and they were able to do that, and Jalen was able to find some space to go through there, and so. Man, I can't say enough about our guys and the resilience. It's the resiliency and the togetherness that really stood out to me tonight. But great job by our offensive line doing that. And I just can't say enough about our defense. I know you didn't ask about the defense, but I'm going to talk about the defense. I can't say enough about the job that our defensive staff and our defensive players did. Roby having a huge turnover, creating a huge turnover, both in the red zone, I believe, and then Kevin also. Right, those guys are here because they've made plays their entire career, and they still got a lot left in their bodies. And I'm sure glad that Bradley's back, made some unbelievable plays, and man, it was just. And again, Josh Sweat and Hassan Reddick able to get to the quarterback when it matters the most. I mean, that looked pretty similar to the end of the Dallas game as well when we got to Mahomes at the end there.
Was any of your pregame messaging about being evaluated or not giving enough credit?
Because I yelled over that to Elliot. I already told Elliot I was just teasing. her. No, the message was just, how are we going to do this? How are we going to come into a hostile environment, win a game on the road, a regular season game on the road against against really outstanding players and really outstanding coaches? The only way to do that, we can't do that alone. We got to do that together. And that was the message. That was the message that we had all week is how, play together. And man, and it really showed itself tonight how together we were. Again, because that was just a gritty, whoever was going to win that game was going to win it gritty, grimy. It wasn't pretty on either side, right? And whoever was going to win that game was going to do it gritty, grimy, nasty, all those. What are those adjectives? Yeah, okay, thanks. I went to Mount Union, but it is a good school. But it was going to be that way, and the guys just stayed together and kept fighting and kept grinding it out, and we were able to come out on top.
I'm sure we probably heard it though. Andy 2 times beating you, 4 times beating you since the draft. You probably heard a lot of the record off the bye. Your record's now undefeated, still undefeated off the bye. Is there any personal pride?
Oh no, shoot! I'm just honored to share the field with one of the greatest coaches of all time in Andy Reid. It's an honor. I got so much respect for him and the job that he's done in the consistent, like what I find unbelievably unbelievable about him is the consistency he's done it over two teams, over multiple over just so many different things. He's just been awesome, and it was an honor to share the field with him. Shoot, I'd trade winning last year for this one, but it feels good to get this one.
Nick, you mentioned that have been playing.
I get you.
The way the defense have been playing in that second half, you had that 3rd and 1, the way your sneaks have been successful so far. Do you think about using in that moment that led to the punt instead?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
That 3rd and 1 where
it was yeah. You know what? Y'all are gonna see a thing on the stats where it says 3rd and 1. I got a better look at it. It was really 2 where I was standing from, and I'm standing right there, right? And so that was 2 right there. That doesn't mean we can't do it there. We didn't in that particular case. I don't regret that call. They made a good play on that one, and so I just have better views, than the guys in the box. Than you guys might get the guys in the press box giving me, information, and because I'm just standing right there. So, yeah, that's why we. Well, I'm sorry. Could have. In that particular case, we did that. They made a good play. You know what? I mean, at times like that, it doesn't work. It is what it is, and when it does work, it's what it. I understand. When it doesn't work like what we called right there, I mean, you put it on me.
Hey Nick, I know you just said if you had your choice, you would rather beat them in February.
For sure, man.
In the grand yeah.
They ain't giving us their rings back. I know that.
In the grand scheme of things, what does it mean to beat this team, especially under the conditions that you described, gritty and grimy?
Yeah, what I feel really confident about our team is they find ways to win and they're resilient. That speaks to the character of the men in that locker room. And so that, winning just breeds confidence too, right? We're going to find a way. When you're down 10 at halftime, pretty similar to them. They were down 10 at halftime in the Super Bowl. They found a way to win. You're down 10 at halftime, our guys found a way to win. Our guys found a way to stay together. Our guys found a way to even we get the ball to start the second half. I think we went 3 and out, and they got the ball right back. That wasn't part of the plan. Part of the plan was like, hey, we're going down. We're going to get this back to a one-possession game, and let's go. And it didn't work that way, but the guys just stuck together. And so, again, I can't tell you how much I'm pleased with how well they stuck together in adversity to win here. This place is, I'll always take Philly over any place in the world. That's the best place. That's the best fans in the world. Most hostile place to play in the world. I've been on that other sideline up in Philly, and I was on the sideline today. There ain't no place tougher in Philly. But this is a close second. And so to get a win here against the team that we played in, a really good team, with one of the best players in the 3 guys over there, I could argue are 3 of the best players in the world, with Chris Jones and Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes. Again, gritty, grimy, and together win.